Welcome back. Hope you are getting a lot of conceptual clarity on the basic concepts of chemistry through the questions we are solving in these videos. I highly recommend you, if you face any kind of problem in solving these questions or other questions, you can just write your problems in the comment section below, and I will try my level best to take those problems in the coming up videos. So in this particular video, I will be taking up the next question of the 10th chapter of 12th class NCERT chemistry back exercise. That is the chapter is alkyl and aryl halides. Just like the previous question, that is question number 1. Question number 2 is also about the nomenclature of organic compounds. So let us now move into it and see what are the compounds that have been given to us and name them all. Okay, so let's just go to the screen. All right, so let's see what is the question number 10.2. The first part of this question is CH3CHCl CHBr CH3. So this compound has been given to us and we need to name this compound. Okay, so just like we have done it before, we will be writing the open structure so that we know which substituent is attached to which carbon atom. Okay, now in this case, there is only one carbon chain, so we do not need to select the longest carbon chain. Only one carbon chain is there. All right, now we need to mark the positions of these two substituents which are present on the carbon chain. This will be done in alphabetical order. That is, the substituent which will come first alphabetically, it will get the priority over the other. So here I will be writing it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So the second position will be given to the bromo group and the third position to the chloro group, because alphabetically bromo comes first. Okay, so it is 2 bromo, 3 chloro. Now, how many carbons are there in the chain? 4. So we will be using but. Because all the carbon-carbon bonds are single bonds, it will be ane, butane. Okay, let's now move into the second part of this question. Second part of the question is CHF2, CHF2CBr CLF. All the substituents are there. Okay, so here on this carbon, we have 2 fluoro groups. On this carbon, we have 1 bromo group, 1 chloro group, and 1 fluoro group is there. Okay, let's now name it. Again, the carbon which is carrying the bromo and chloro group, it will be getting the priority over the other, because bromo and chloro, they come first before fluoro. They come before fluoro. So this will be 1, 2. So it will be 1 bromo, 1 chloro. Now at the first position and 2 at the second position, there are fluoro groups. 1 is at the first position and 2 are at the second position. So it will be 1, 2, 2, trifluoro, ethane. It is used for 2 carbon atoms in the chain. Ane is for carbon-carbon single bond. Okay, so let us now move into the third part of this question. The third part is okay, Cl, CH2, C, triple bond C, CH2, Br. Okay, CH2, Cl is there, C, triple bond C, CH2, Br is there. Again, bromo will be getting the priority because B comes first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this case, we need to take care of the carbon-carbon triple bond because it will be getting the priority over both the groups. Carbon-carbon multiple bonds, they get the priority. Okay. Now, because if I, in this case, if I start the numbering from this side, from where I have started, the carbon-carbon triple bond is going to get the second position. Similarly, if I start the numbering from the other side, that is from the chloro side, again, it will be at the second position itself. So in this case, there is no difference in the position of the carbon-carbon triple bond, whether we start the numbering from one end or from the other end. So there will be no difference. So in this case, in this particular case, the positioning does not depend upon the carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, so here we will be writing 1 bromo, 4 chloro, bute. At the second position, there is a triple bond, 2 ine. 1 bromo, 4 chloro, bute 2 ine. Then the fourth part of this question is, we have CCl3 thrice CCl. CCl3 thrice CCl. That is, there is a carbon to which chlorine is attached, and there is a CCl3 group. CCl3, CCl3. Now, in this case, we need to select the longest carbon chain. Now, whether you select this carbon chain or you select this carbon chain or you select the straight one, that is this one, just see the screen, okay? This one. Now, in these three cases, the carbon chains are similar. There is no difference. The substituents will be the same. Everything will be the same. So you can take any of the carbon chains as the parent carbon chain. Okay. Now, suppose we take, I'm writing it again. Now, suppose we take this as the parent carbon chain. Okay. Now, numbering 1, 2, 3. At the second position, there is a group which is Cl3C group. Now here, one of the Cl3C groups will be taken as the substituent. 2 are in the main chain. So those will not be taken as the substituent. One is substituent. Now the name of this substituent is trichloromethyl group. It is trichloromethyl group. Okay. So at the second position, there is one trichloromethyl group. Okay. Now let's name it. So we can just write 2 trichloromethyl. Keep it in bracket because it is a substituted substituent. Substituted substituent because it is not CH3, but it is Cl3C. That is, the 3 hydrogen atoms have been replaced by chlorine atoms. So it is a substituted substituent. Okay. Now, at the first position, there are 3 chlorine atoms. At the second position, there is 1 chlorine atom. At the third position, there are 3 chlorine atoms. So we can write it like this. It will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. How many chlorines? 7 chlorines. Heptachloro. How many carbons in the main chain? 3 carbons. Carbon-carbon single bonds are there. So it will be propane. 2 trichloromethyl, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, heptachloropropane. So this will be the name of the compound. Okay. Let's now move into the fifth part of this question. So the fifth part of this question is CH3, C, then parachloro, C6H4 twice, CHBr, CH3. Now, whenever you see C6H4, C6H5 or C6H3, even if it is tri-substituted benzene, sorry, C6H4, C6H5, C6H3, etc., it will be benzene. Okay, so here we can just write it like this, CH3, and on the next carbon, there is a group which is having benzene ring. And at the para position, there is chloro. 2 such groups are there on the same carbon atom. So we can write it like this. So it will be CH here it is Br, it is CH3. Now again, we need to do the numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 2 bromo, 3, 3. Now here we will be writing bis. This substituent is 1, 2, 3, 4. In the IUPAC nomenclature, we do not write ortho, meta, para. We write the numbers. Okay. So here it is at the 4th position of the phenyl group. I have already told you even in the previous video that when benzene is present as a substituent, it is named as the phenyl group. Okay. So it is at the 4th position of the phenyl group, there is chlorine. So I can write 4-chlorophenyl. Okay. Now bis means 2. 2 substituents are there. Bis is 2. So we have included both. At the 3rd position, 2 chlorophenyl groups are there, which is the 4-chlorophenyl. And in the main carbon chain, there are 4 carbon atoms. So it will be butane. 2 bromo, 3, 3 bis, 4 chlorophenyl, butane. Hope this is clear to you. Next, let us move into the 6th part of this question. I'm just clearing my screen off. So the 6th part of this question is CH3 thrice C, CH, double bond CCl, C6H4, I, P. Now P means at the para position. Hope this is now clear to you. Okay. So let's write it. This carbon, it is having 2 methyl groups on it like this. Then it is CH double bond C. Here it is Cl. Here it is phenyl group. At the para position, there is iodine. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now let's start. 1, 2, 3, and 4. At the first position, there is a chloro group. So I can just write 1 chloro. Then 1. What you will write? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a substituted substituent. 4 iodo phenyl. Okay. Then at the 3rd position, there is methyl group. 3 methyl. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons in the main carbon chain. But at the first position, there is a double bond, 1 ene. So this will be the name of the compound. Hope this is clear to you. And if there is any kind of doubt, you can write in the comment section below. Okay. So let's now move into the next part of this question. I think I have done it right. It was 3 carbon. Let me just check one thing. I'm just reversing it. Okay. There is some problem. I have skipped 1 methyl group. Okay. Here methyl group is also there. Okay. So here we will be writing 3,3-dimethyl. 3,3-dimethyl. I'm so sorry. I just skipped it because the valency is not complete. CH3 thrice is there. Okay. So hope this is clear. Let's now move into the next part of this question. So question number 10.3. Write the structures of the following organic halogen compounds. We have been given the names of the compounds and we need to write the structures. Okay. Let's first see what is the first part. It is 2-chloro-3-methyl pentane. 2-chloro-3-methyl pentane. So in the main carbon chain, there are 5 carbon atoms. We can just write the 5 carbon atoms first. So whenever you need to write the structure of the compound from the name, first of all, see how many carbon atoms are there in the main chain. So write that number of carbon atoms. Then you can start numbering from any side and start putting the substituents. So if I say I'm starting the numbering from this side, if this is the first carbon, and the second carbon there is chloro group, and the third carbon there is methyl group. Now there is no other substituent. Now you can just complete the valency of the carbon atoms in the chain. So carbon is tetravalent. So we need to just fulfill all the valencies with hydrogen atoms. Now this carbon, it will carry 3 hydrogen atoms. This carbon will carry 1 hydrogen. This will carry 1 hydrogen. This will carry 2 hydrogen atoms, and this will carry 3 hydrogen atoms. So this will be the structure of the compound. Okay. Then the second one, it is para-bromo-chloro-benzene. Benzene is there, which is chlorobenzene. At the para position, there is bromo group. Simple as that. Okay. So let us now move into the third part. 1 chloro, 4 ethyl, cyclohexane. So first of all, the main compound is cyclohexane. We can just draw cyclohexane. Now, at the first position, there is chloro group. You can take any carbon as the first carbon because all the carbon atoms are equivalent in cyclohexane. So you can take any carbon and put chlorine there and take it as the first carbon. At the fourth position, there is ethyl group. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just put the ethyl group here. Either you can write CH2, CH3, or you can write C2H5. One and the same thing. Okay. So next we will be moving into the fourth part of this question. The fourth part of this question is 2, then 2 chlorophenyl, substituted substituent is there, 1 iodo, it is 1, sorry, I just skipped it, 1 iodo, octane. So first of all, the main chain is having 8 carbon atoms. So draw the 8 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At the first position, yes, at the first position, we have iodine group, iodo group. Okay, put the iodo group at the first position. If I take the first carbon from this side, and at the second position, there is chlorophenyl group. Okay, we can just, sorry, at the second position, I'm just clearing it out. Okay. At the second position, there is chlorophenyl group. And what is the position of chlorine on it? Second. Oh, sorry, Cl. Okay. So this is the second substituent. At the first position, iodo group is there. At the second position, 2 chlorophenyl group is there. We have put it. Now no other substituent is there. You can just fulfill the valencies of all the carbon atoms in the chain. CH3, here is CH2, 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 here CH2, then here H, then there is 1 H, and there will be 2 hydrogen atoms at the last carbon. So I'm just cutting it. Okay. Now, if you are not sure about how to complete the valencies of the carbon atoms, do let me know in the comment section below. I will be making a separate video for that. Okay. So let's now move into the next question, next part of this question, fifth part, 2-bromo, butane. Very simple, very easy. Butane, 4 carbon atoms in the chain, and ane means all the carbon-carbon bonds are single bonds. At the second position, there is bromine group. Now you can just satisfy all the valencies. Okay, let's now move into the sixth part of this question. Sixth part is 4 tertiary butyl 3 iodoheptane. 4 tertiary butyl 3 iodoheptane. Now it is heptane. First of all, you can just write 7 carbon atoms in the main chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. At the third position, if I say this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. At the third position, there is iodo group. And at the fourth position, there is tertiary butyl group. Now, what is tertiary butyl group? It is CH, the carbon atom in the center. It is having 3 methyl groups. It is tertiary butyl group. Okay. So this is, you can put it like this on this carbon. Okay. No other substituent is there. We can just fulfill the valencies of all the carbon atoms. CH3 will be there, CH2 will be there, here it will be CH, CH, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, hope this is clear. Then the next one is, the 7th part of this question is, I'm just clearing the screen. Okay, 7th part is 1 bromo, 4 secondary butyl, 2 methyl benzene. First of all, see the main compound, it is benzene. At the first position, there is bromo group. You can take any carbon as the first carbon and put bromine on that. Okay, now with respect to bromine, we will be taking up other groups we will be putting on the ring. At the fourth position, there is secondary butyl. So if this is the first position, this will be the second, third, and this will be the fourth position. So we can just put the secondary butyl group here. Secondary butyl group is this is the secondary butyl group. Okay. Then at the second position, there is methyl group, CH3. Hope this is clear to you. So we can, you don't make it like this because I'm just trying to explain it to you. The bonds are shown only by single lines, not by these big moti lines. We will not be using that. Okay. So it is like that, this. Okay. Now let us move into the next part. The 8th part, it is 1,4-dibromo 1,4-dibromo but2-ene. Now but2-ene, it is butene. Okay, so the main compound is butene, 1, 2, 3, and 4. At the second position, there is a double bond. Okay, then 1,4-dibromo. At the first position and at the fourth position, there is bromo group. So I can put it here. I can put it here. Now just complete the valencies. CH2, CH, CH, CH2. Hope this is clear to you. So this is the last part of this question. So I will not be taking up the next questions in this particular video. Just understand these, absorb these concepts. See wherever you are finding any kind of problem, put the problems in the comment section below. Try to do it yourself. Then come back and check it. Okay. So when you are understanding the concept, first you need to see the examples which are solved ones and then do it yourself so that you can just have a check on yourself whether you are actually getting the concept or not. Because when we are doing the things, looking at the other things and looking at the solutions, it becomes easy and we feel that we have understood. But the point is we need to be able to do it ourselves without any kind of help. All right, so just practice a lot. Do write in the comment section below, even if you are liking these videos and even if you are getting the conceptual clarity, so that I can get boosted up to upload more videos for you. Okay, I will see you in the next video with next solutions to the next questions.